Hello, welcome to Of Darkness and Light. Um, I want to talk about one of the biggest reasons that I'm being genocided, especially by my family, but also from a community of women that I considered to be friends, spiritual folks who have not stepped forward to support me except for one angel and then another who then quickly stepped back. I am a battered woman, and I was in relationship with someone else they knew, who is the biological mother of my daughter. I reached out for help from people when I was going through an abusive situation in that relationship, which for some reason in social standards say I'm not supposed to talk about, which is kind of strange because it's like, yeah, maybe I wouldn't have if one person would have helped me. But since no one's helped me, I'm honest, which is that I was a battered woman by my ex, who I still fight to re-earn trust with because it was an unfair situation that we were both put in civilizationally, because we had to remain living with each other due to financial situations which have not improved very much for her and has spiraled into the most mega pile of debt needing bankruptcy ever, and unpaid toll bills and unpaid medical bills and undone taxes for me because I have executive dysfunction that literally precludes me from doing that. But anyways, yeah, my family has not helped. They have not stepped forward to start getting me on a path to disability, to setting me up with perchance lawyers or health insurance so I know I won't be detransitioned. They haven't offered any support to help me stay living here in the meantime while I get solutions for other people. They say adults figure it out on their own. They say you are too mean. You can't be mean and then expect people to help you. They don't care that I have defined executive dysfunction in a way that is so clear by interacting with Grok and is so beyond my executive dysfunction that there's no way to not comprehend it if you can read, and to not be completely offended by what people do to schizophrenics, which is a spiral of executive dysfunction lockdown until society just discards you because it's too inconvenient to deal with a schizophrenic person. It's too uncomfortable, it's icky. Nobody wants to. Yeah, it's right to just throw them in the trash bin. But luckily, in Washington state law, despite the fact their court doesn't seem to pay attention to it, which kind of puts Washington state in a liability situation, protects vulnerable people just like me. And it protects us from exactly what makes our conditions worse, which the restraining order verifiably did and took my livelihood. So I have means to pursue legal action, and I am, after the person who put a restraining order on me with their family. And that's what it is. But I'm going through this terrible situation. I don't have insurance. I need dental work done, which is genuinely producing pain that projects into my psyche because I'm a schizophrenic person who needs help. I'm like one appointment with a psychiatrist away from getting set up for disability, or at least a few appointments away. And people are like, well, then go do it. Why don't you go get help? Be an adult. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, dude. You were too mean to get help. I was mean when I was still unsure I was schizophrenic and coming out of it and asking for help and not getting help and feeling traumatized. And so I was mean, and I was mean. But the real reason I'm mean is because I know why people don't help me. One, it's too sad to think about. Two, specifically relating to the purpose of me recording this video, my family, the women in my family, and the women in a part of the spiritual community that I was the headstone of, that led me to become a trans woman, because I found my womanhood in a community of spiritual women that I was leading. But I cannot be a battered woman to their eyes, to my ex. I was battered by my ex, and I'm a battered woman. It shouldn't be too hard to accept, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is the dissonance. These people would beat their husbands if they transitioned. They would consider it the greatest betrayal. They would do what my ex did and project the complete cognitive dissonance they had over the hundreds and hundreds of times that I confirmed my gender via non-explicit explanations of things that make no other means of sense. When I came out to my ex, they said, "I've been wondering lately if you were gonna become a woman." It's like they did not expect it, dude. And that's the thing. It's like, but that's what, and that's what everybody does. They see that I had a child, and that I transitioned, and that I left my wife, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're the worst person ever. You're my ultimate Satan traumatizing demon vision, that my husband transitions after getting me pregnant and leaves me all alone. I have no respect for you. I would have beat you too." That's all it is. No compassion, no understanding, no benefit of the doubt. Thank you.